tales that the ancient Dunny city will grow again someday. New seekers of Dunny will flow in from the desert, feeling called to something they do not understand. But the dream also tells of a desert bird with the power to weave this new Dunny's future. We fear such power. It changes people. Isha, our desert bird. Your search seems to take you further and further from us. I hope what you find will bring you closer.
Hello, this is your Phantom Safety Pin, and welcome to Uru, Complete Chronicles. This is the full version of Uru, as given not quite at launch, but after several expansion packs. Myst Online Uru Live was a game that ran from about 2004, 2005-ish, to technically the current day, but in its most recent iteration until about, I want to say, 2008, 2009. And Uru and its expansion packs, To Dunny and Path of the Shell, which are included in this version of Uru, are the introduction to that. So Uru was supposed to be the continuation of all things Cyan and all things Myst, after the story of Atrus ended. So this takes place 200 years after Myst 4 Revelation, after Exile, after Riven, after Myst. This is not the story of Atrus, this is the story of several explorers who feel called to come to this place in the desert, which, as it turns out, is revealed to have something far deeper under the surface. So, Uru, again, like I was saying, is a game that takes 200 years in the past, in the future, 200 years in the future, and I want to say around 2006-ish. So the mid-aughts, after Myst 4, after Myst 3, after Riven, after Myst, this is the story of Yisha, Atrus' daughter, and her explorations in the caverns. We are tracing her discovery, and in this one, we play ourselves. So now, this kind of just changes a little bit about, so I do not have a backwards thing, I do have like a scroll button. As you can see, it's mostly controls that are like kind of, it's not WASD controls. I'm probably going to have to shift that, but I'll see if I can do that. We're going to set this like this for now. Get used to the kind of, as you can see, here's my character. You gotta pan the camera around. Zoom the dolly. And we take ourselves, we are in the Cleft. We are in the Cleft, and we are looking around, kind of course, WASD controls don't really... Aha! Key map. Excellent. So now Uru is all set. We've got a lot to explore, so let's take our run up to the Cleft here. And I will say we are, in fact, near the Cleft, in what should be modern-day New Mexico. And this is where everybody begins Uru, heading towards this big mountainous area. I'm going to take a look around, see what we can find here. This is about as fast as you can run. This is your strafing, I will say. And this will let you take pictures, but we can't do that yet. You do have to get through this area before you do anything. This gives me a little bit more flexibility. What's this over here? Keep out. Signs don't tell me what to do. You can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me what to friggin' do. You really can't tell me what to do, game. I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm gonna do what I want. I do what I want. So yes, you are probably hearing the lovely music by Tim Larkin in the background. And hopefully it's not too loud. If it is, I'll have to change it down a little further, but... Who the heck is this guy? Who lives out? Who are you? Sir? Sir? Dude. Hi.
Hey. Welcome. So, I'm Zandy.
Hi, Zandy.
I know more about why you're here than you do. Don't worry about it. You felt drawn here, just like the others. Now, I'm not really here to give you answers, just to give you help, get you started.
I see.
She's left a message for you in the Cleft.
What's that mean?
Listen to it well. Follow her. Find the journeys. And then enter the tree.
The tree?
Oh, and check with me if you need help.
Okay, dude. I like your music. You're a guy. You're a guy, and you seem very nice, but I think I have things I gotta look for. So, what is this? Welcome to the conceit of Uru. You're gonna start finding things like this. Once I touch it. Ooh. Okay. I don't like creepy whispering things. I don't like creepy whispering things at all. I'm gonna take a look around and see if we can find more of those. And ooh. Ooh. And so here it is, what we've heard so much about. The Cleft. This is where Atrus grew up, and this is where the stranger ended up after the end of Riven. Game. Sorry, it's gonna take me a little while to get used to these controls. What is this? Can I do something with this? Can I pull it? No, I can't do anything with it. Come on. Can I? Now, I will state that the game unfortunately does have tank controls. So you're gonna be seeing a lot of like tank control type shenanigans, unfortunately. Okay, I can't do anything with this. Well, I tried. Let's see what else is around here. I could go down in there, but I don't think I want to yet. Take a look around this area first. There is not a stamina meter, as you can see in Uru. There is like a lot of Can I make my camera not be facing the ground, please? I'm gonna take a look at everything else around here. There doesn't seem to be much of anything here, so I'm gonna kind of like turn around here and I'm a little lost in the sauce here. I'm staring at the ground. Could I not be staring at the ground? Camera, could I not be staring at the ground? Maybe we can find the ribbon dagger. Just run around this small area in the desert. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound. Fence. If we follow the fence, surely we will find where we need to go. Oh, you can see kind of some sunset vibes, very red desert. I would love to pull it. There we go. Oh. Oh. That's different. Aha, no way. We remember this, don't we, guys? We remember the big thing that fell out of the sky, the telescope from Riven. It was real the whole time. What's around here? Nothing, okay. But that's interesting. And Uru is just interesting just to find for stuff like this. So there is nothing here. Oh, what is that? The music! Okay, music. We're back behind here now. Some desert birds flying around. What is this? No, don't get stuck on the bones. Aha. So I think those of us who have played Riven know what this is. This is a work skeleton. This is one of the leftovers of the mighty creatures of Riven that Gehn used to kill his enemies. And can I walk in here? Yes. Okay. What happens? I'm gonna touch the cool fabric. What happens if I touch it again? How did I touch this one? Boop. Huh. Different parts of it light up. It seems that different places will give us can I like strafe through here? Yes, okay. Yeah, there we go. Different like looks like different different parts of that cloth light up depending on what you do. So let's see if we can find more of those. They must lead somewhere, right? If I can't find anything around here, I'm just gonna go check out the cleft, because I can't think of much else to do. Can you? Yeah, that fence is pretty solid. Jumping for joy here. I will demonstrate that if you come from a run, you do run a little faster. You're gonna see me running most of the time around the game. And you're gonna see like a lot of other things too that I do that are just kind of more generic. This first point of the game is just kind of spent exploring the cleft area and kind of getting used to the game. It's a really simple area. You do have to finish it before you go anywhere else in Uru. Nope. Tamana is near the cleft, or was near the cleft. Maybe those mountains over there are where Tamana is, or what remains of Tamana. Because at this point, Atrus has pretty much left Earth and is now, and yes, we are on Earth. We're in the New Mexican desert, actually. Private property. No trespassing. Trespassing is perfectly prohibited. Visit advisory prosecuted. Property already lies Zandy, New Mexico. So yes, we are in New Mexico. We came here specifically. Oh, can I get over that fence? Can I open this gate? I want to get over there. How do I get over there? I see there's a cloth behind there. I want to get over there. Can I jump over the fence? No, I absolutely cannot jump over the fence. There is a way to get over there, but... Can I, like, abuse the physics? Can I, like, Huh. How do I get back there? Because I see the cloth back there, but I can't get back there. Is it... Oh, is it behind the sign? Is it behind the sign I have to do this? Aha, yes it is. That's a little sneaky. That was a little sneaky game. That was a little sneaky. Boop, the cloth. So it's teaching again that you can strafe. Looks like we only have 4 more of these to find. So let's keep going. There must be more. Maybe one's in the cleft. Now back behind the sign. We're kind of in a desert area. It's interesting, though, that Zandy lives near this area. And that guy over in the trailer is Zandy. So very barren as Cyan games tend to be. I wish I could just permanent run, please. Holding shift hurts so much. Can I perma run? I just want to double check. Can I perma run? How do I perma run? Oh. Can I do this? Oh, I can just do that. I can just double click my mouse. That's even better. I don't have to hold down shift. That's better. So I don't see anything of note over in those directions, and I don't see anything of note over in this direction. Just more desert. There probably is something. We found some of those cloths by now, but surely there's others. And if we do need hints, Zandy will help us. It is possible to get up on that that trailer and like wander around, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I think the rest of the cloths are in the cleft, so I'm going to take a look around. I have only played Uru once. I played it in the context of the revamped Uru Live. It's online Uru Live again, aka... No, go forward, please. Well, that's going to take some getting used to. That's going to take some getting used to. I forgot tank controls. Oh, auto climb down. That's nice to know. The game automatically has you climb down. Good. Down we go. I wish to go into the cleft. I wish to go into the cleft. I wish to go into the cleft. I wish to go into the cleft, please. Turn around, go this way. Thank you. What am I finding here? Ooh. Lots of bridges. Maybe I should go over this bridge over here. Not that way. This way. Get a little turn around because it interface screwed my controls. Oh! Well, now I'm stuck forever. That's no good. Huh? Okay, so this takes a little bit of explanation. Ah, yes, nice cool water after being in the hot desert sun. This was a little garden that Atrus as a child built. Oh? What is this? Huh. Can't do anything with that. There's a page up there. Oh, I see I'm gonna have to lower it. Okay. Now, I do apologize. The camera in Uru is slightly awkward. It is slightly awkward, and moving around is slightly strange. So, ooh! Yes. Keep falling off there, Phantom. Good job. So it might take me a little while to kind of get used to the controls here. So give me some leeway. Camera, please rotate. Please rotate the camera. I'm going to try to move a little bit. I'm actually going to kind of strafe a little. Just because I don't want to fall off the edge here. I can't shift strafe, unfortunately. Or I would. Oh. But yes, so this area is the Cleft. This is where Atrus and Anna... No! Do not run! Walk, please. Okay, it's gonna make me run. It's where Atrus and Anna kind of... They lived. They lived for a while when they were here on Earth. And all... Oh, okay. So that is a broken bridge. We're gonna have to... Be a little more careful about these bridges this time. Oh, that's also a hole. Oh, that's also a hole. That's a hole. There are only holes. There's only holes. There's only holes. Only holes. Ah. I keep forgetting, I keep forgetting that I can jump. Why am I... Oh, I was stuck. It's because I had caps lock on. My bad. My bad. Can I climb up this? Is this climbable? Yes! Okay. Up I go. So we're going to be doing a lot of exploration around here. And in the book of Atrus, we do see a little bit more of... Oh, hey! Now read a cloth I didn't touch. We do see a little bit more of... This is where Atrus and Anna, his grandmother, lived for a time. Before Gehn came in the book of Atrus and took him away. To go study in Dunny and learn the art. This might have been actually where they slept. But Atrus has always been a desert dweller. He's always been a desert dweller, and has always been... The interface screw! The interface screw, I swear. So hopefully the game will play a little bit nicer now. I don't know why it wasn't before, but we'll try and see if I can get it functional. If I can, that will hopefully kind of help a little bit with some of the issues we are having. I think the proper path is to go down here. Whoop. And kind of strafe over here. You will notice Uru is a very slow game. That is purposeful, that is by design. The game is meant to be played a little slower. And I'm going to hope it doesn't freeze here again, because that would really make me upset. And again, if we still have issues, I may well just play the online version. Oh, that does nothing. Okay. Oh. Well, I never got a button I didn't press. Okay, there's physics. What else is in here? Art supplies? Huh. Ooh, that looks like an imager. What's this? I don't see anything of note here. I will say F1 does take us into first-person mode. It's a little easier to manage first-person mode, but this game is meant to be... Oh! Well, that's interesting. I wonder if that thing on the wall has anything to do with it. That does nothing. Okay, I think I see what needs to be done. Change some symbols here. And it does, I am going to say these do, I believe, have to do with the borrow glyphs that we find in Myst 5. I might be incorrect. I like the magical symbols, man. I like your funny moves, Magic Man. So if hopefully that one's correct, okay, let's see if I can get this one functioning. I think that's correct. No? Okay. Let me see this pattern on the wall here. Maybe it'll give me some clues here. But that's correct. It just doesn't like that I put that input. Try pressing this button. Maybe if I press this button now. No? Okay. Oh, let's back out. I think it's because there's no power in here. Maybe if there's no power, we can't get the imagery to work. Oh. Yeah, that would have done it. Huh. That's why there was no power. Nothing to look at in here. There is, as I was trying to get at earlier, for the game unceremoniously decided to crash. A lot of this has to do with the ages, like the story of Yisha instead of Atrus and them, and trying to well, again, I never met a lever I didn't pull. Pull the lever. That unlatches something. Does this give me something else? Button still does not work. I think what we have to do is go power up a generator. So we gotta do some fun little Dead by Daylight style shenanigans. Because nothing in here works. Nothing in here works. So I think what we need to do is power up the cleft. I might be incorrect there, but that does seem like what we need to do. So we've been, I think, everywhere we can be in here. So I think I'm just gonna end my life. Woo! Come back up this way. And I'll see if I can get back up to where I was, and it's gonna crash again. Oh no, it's not. Okay, never mind. I got fooled to think it was crashing. That was my bad. Seems to be functioning okay now, so we might actually be okay. Game. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You're gonna notice there's a lot of tank controls in Uru, and that's just because of how old the game is. It's not anything to do with the rest of everything. I do want to make sure I'm recording, so I'm gonna quick tab out here. Like I said, double check. I think what that did is it unlocked this this thing over here for me. Which means now I should be able to push this, right? No, you're not gonna let me put. Oh, okay. Aha! So that helps. We got something moving. That's moving. That's good. And that should stay moving. Gave it a good solid push. It's unlocked, and we have powered up one generator of 5. 4 remain. Oh no! the Gehn, the killer the Gehn is in the trials. This would be kind of an interesting map for Dead by Daylight. Now that I think of it, actually. Am I going? Yep. There we go. Okay, oh, I see where that is. Okay, I see where that is. I see where we are now. So I do have to actually fall down this hole. I must fall down hole. Must fall down hole. And then we go this way? Yes, not that way. Well, I want to go that way, but I can't get that way. So I gotta go this way instead. Yes, you're gonna see that like Uru's kind of a slow game. It's kind of a methodical game. It's a game where you do a lot of waiting. Yeah, remember how I said Uru's a little finicky? No clue why this spot is where it wants to crash, but that's where it wants to crash. I did manage to get it kind of running in compatibility mode, so it shouldn't crash as much now. We should be okay. I'm going to have to do a little more finagling to get past this area, so just kind of bear with me here. And yes, Uru is, again, a very slow-paced game, a lot like Mist and Ribbon before it, where you're expected to kind of do a little bit of exploration yourself, and a little bit of, like, figuring things out yourself. I'm just going to hope it doesn't hang here. Okay, alright, we're going. Aha, we got power now. That's great. So I'm afraid you're going to see a lot of cuts and recording here, because the game simply does not want to behave itself. Interesting. Something there, but I can't do anything about it. Oh? That button's glowing now. I never had a glowing button I didn't push. Oh, would you look at that? Huh. Now what happens if I press this button? Nothing. Okay. Well, we've got the symbols in there set up from earlier, so we might as well try pressing this button now, see what happens. Oh? Ma'am, I don't understand you.
Yes, not underneath, I won't understand. Once again, the stream in the cleft has begun to flow. It was dry for so long. The water is flowing in from the desert. The storm is coming. Have you heard of the city? The deep city, the ancient Uru? Where there was power to right worlds.
I have.
For thousands of years, the city lived beneath the surface. Keeper of the secret. Keeper of the power. Keeper of the ages. Always keeping. The city grew proud, and then it died. The water flows where it wills. It seeks its own path uncontrolled, except that it flows downward, always downward. Denis, the city of ages, of other worlds, died. But now it breathes again. It awaits. Some will seek that destination, but you should seek the journey. It's as a fine tapestry, complex beyond comprehension, but now torn. We will show you remnants, pieces of the tapestry, pieces of the journey. Find these remnants, these journeys. 7 in each age. 7 here in the desert. Consider it a quest. No, a request.
I love quests!
Worship. The water flows downward, and there it pools and collects, and finally, once again, it reaches the roots, and the tree begins to grow again. I am Isha. My parents brought me to this place. We will bring you.
Okay, Isha. Well, that was kind of heavy, wasn't it? So Yisha's saying that, that's a younger Yisha the younger. We saw her in End of Ages, you've probably seen that playthrough at this point, where she was an older woman, where she was very burdened and embittered by her lot in life. Here she's a lot more hopeful. She's mentioned these. These are the remnants she's talking about. We need to find 7 of them. She says there's 7 in each age, including here in the Cleft. So we only have 2 more that we need to find. I'm not sure where the last ones are, but find them we shall. I don't know anything else but finding and seeking and journeys, so you may as well continue on said journey. Hopefully it doesn't crash. You know what? Before I do anything else, I don't like leaving doors locked. I do not like leaving doors locked. I don't care if that maybe gets me a little bit in trouble with certain people who have hammers. If I don't close the doors behind me, but I'm not that paranoid. So I'm going to open up these doors, have them available for our use, just in case. And camera, could you please? Thank you. Yes. Just said the camera's a little finicky in Uru. I'm gonna try to keep. As I was saying, the camera's a little finicky in Uru, but we'll figure it out. We only have 2 more of those cloths to find, and we have opened up a way forward and back. That brings us back out here, which means surely there must be a way to get over to that other area. Oh, I see it. We're gonna have to make a running leap. Oof! Yeah, just like that. Oh, what's this? Never met a petal I didn't... Well, that brings down a journey cloth. That's good. No, that brings it up. Bring it down, please. So we should be able to touch that now when we go down there, hopefully. I think we're just about done here in the cleft. There is, I think, one more thing to find in the cleft. Kind of moving my mouse around. I don't see anything. Is this the... Oh, is this the Dunny Dunny? Am I in the Dunny Dunny? Am I in the... Alright, so that is... Yep, there's that. I think there's one more to touch. And I think this last one is the final one. I might be wrong. There may be one more to find, and if so, I might have to look it up. Can I touch it now? Does it count? No, it still needs one more, and I don't know where that last one is. So I might have to do a little finagling. Can I get up here? No, it doesn't let you jump on ledges. Oh, well. Our jump is kind of pathetic, unfortunately, in Uru. That doesn't go anywhere. I think I found everything to find in the cleft. I can't think of... Oh, shoot. That was not what I wanted to do. Let's try that again. Like I said, the camera is slightly finicky in Uru. And that is just due to the nature of how old the game is. You're also going to see the camera, again, kind of tank control and, like, move us around in a weird direction. Again, that's just a consequence of the game being so old. And I think I found everything I can do in the cleft here. But let me double check and make sure that I found everything I can do in the cleft. Because I actually don't remember. Let's see. Oh, you know what I realized? There is perhaps a reason to close doors behind you. There is perhaps a reason to close doors behind you. I think this is a ribbon puzzle. And these always mess with me. The door thing. This is, again, a common Rand special. I believe it's on the outside of this door. I may be wrong. We will have to do a little bit of more finagling in the cleft yet. And I just hope to God it does not freeze on me again. But once we're out of here, I think we should not have any further issues in the cleft. Or in the game. Whoop! Jump across. Let me see. I think I gotta get towards the other side now. I do think I have to climb down to do that. So I'm gonna do that. And you're going to see me kind of, again, finagle my way around, especially in these tight crevice areas. I really wish I had just, like, a full motion camera, but unfortunately, Uru does not have that. Just, again, a consequence of the game being as old as it is. So, brace ourselves, we might crash again at this cave. And if we do, we do, but... So anyway, it struck me that there was a note over here I did not read for you guys that I'd like to read for you guys. That has to do with some input for the game. Our dearest Yisha, last night your mother had a dream. We know that some futures are not cast by writer or maker, but the dream tells that Dunny will grow again someday. New seekers of Dunny will flow in from the desert, feeling called to something they do not understand. But the dream also tells of a desert bird with the power to weave this new Dunny's future. We fear such power. It changes people. Yisha, our desert bird, your search seems to take you further and further from us. I hope that what you find will bring you closer. Your father, Atrus. I will use them to bring me the least, impossible. Now his garden is mine. That which I have found must be returned. Oh, hey, Dunny Goggles! I want to... Yo! I can take those? Oh, shoot! Free goggles, man! Free goggles! Hell yeah! I am styling! I am styling! Your girl's styling! I'm gonna... get my way across this bridge here. No! Back up like a click. One click, one click. There we go. 2 steps this time. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. 1 hop this time. Crisscross. Okay. Y'all remember doing that in high school? The friggin'... I'm sure this is like only an American thing. Like an American high school thing. I can't think of anybody in any other... Yup. Ribbon special. Ribbon special. I should have known. Give me the cloth, please. Hell yeah, give me the cloth, please. And so it is complete. Me and my sick dunny goggles are gonna go see if we can open up that thing that's there. I still wonder what that thing up there was that we couldn't get. Well, maybe we'll find out later. It looked like some sort of page or something. And I've never met a page that I didn't try to collect. But we've got all the things now, so maybe if I hit the thing, will I be able to go? May I go into the tree? Can I touch it and go in the tree now? Aha! Well, I think that's going to do that for that intro portion, so I'm going to head on in and we'll see where it takes us. Yeah, let's go down! Let's go down! Where are we? Oh? Whoa! Weird. I wonder what that is. I wish I could point. I found my way into a tunnel of some sort. Oh? Whoa. Well, that's a weird little texture, but let's ignore that. What is this place? What did I find? Well, so I found a... Ooh. Is that a... Are you a linking book? Well... It is a real linking book. I don't know what this cave is, but... Surely it can't lead anywhere bad, right? So... We'll have to see. I said let me look before we link. Link before we look. Let's go. What is this? Oh, I took it? What? I took it? Where am I? What is this age? What did I just do? Where am I? It's a pretty long way to fall, too. I found an age. But what age, I don't know. Is this a skyland? I'm on a skyland. What a strange place. Some holes in this roof here. But I found my way off of Earth. I have escaped Earth. Congratulations. Oh? What are these? You mentioned something about places. What happens if I touch one? Oh? Ah, another linking book. I don't know why the pages are static. I think that might have to do with the copy of my game. Purple. Further ages. Oh? Further ages indeed. These must be the ages beyond mist that they say not so much about. Oh? Huh. And what of you? What of you, my friend? Green. I don't want to go more desert. What a strange place we found ourselves. What's in here? Can I open this place? Where have I found myself? I seem to have stranded myself yet again. Oh, it's kind of dark in here. The way I can open these windows, perhaps? Oh? Huh. I know it's kind of hard to see, but... What are you? Another book. A what? Oh, just like that? Oh, just like that? You're gonna give us a book straight to Dunny just like that? Oh. I will say, this was originally the bookshelf that you would end up getting books for in Uru Live. Every single one of these tabs would hold another book. This is To Dunny. This is Baseline Uru. This is To Dunny, which is an expansion pack, a short one. And this is Path of the Shell, which we have not worked on yet. There must be something in here that can open up and make it a little bit brighter. I have to adjust the gamma too. What is this? Ah, a closet. This will take us to our character creation. Should I keep the Dunny goggles? Should I keep these goggles? They're kind of rad. They're kind of rad. I'm gonna keep the Dunny goggles. I'm gonna keep them. They're fun. I think they're fun. My sensitive eyes. Oh, okay. What is this? Open the window. There we go. So much better. Now we can actually see what's going on in here. It's like we have a house. Oh, there's journals. What are you? 1. Heladon, the truth of a man is found in the darkness beneath the surface. Some light might reveal only what some men want to be seen. Reason, the laws contrived by the proud are their security and their undoing. Such laws make disobedience a virtue and obedience a sin. 5, 6. Kiddush Talesa, only the way a man is when he is hidden is how he is. Only the way, what? Only the way a man is when he is hidden is how he is. That famous Dunny crypticness you hear so much about. A shallow glimpse can deceive, look deep, ponder, and recognize all that is hidden. Eater Chemo and Eater Gira. When all is taken from one, the only hope that remains is what is given by another. Through this giving, both are redeemed. Books of Parables. Agura and Bevan, there were some who came here thinking they could build the tree, but only a dead tree is built. Life cannot be assembled from remains. And now these builders are gone. What has happened to them? Are they now part of the remains, or have they become part of the tree? For the tree does grow. The great cavern breathes, voices in places in the great void. For the tree does grow, the great cavern breathes, voices in places in the great void. The called continue their journey here, building or growing. It is their choice. One new book, given to open up paths in the cavern, given to open up the origin, given to open up a glimpse of the future. I'm going to move to F1 mode because it's a little bit easier. Oh, what is this? Ah, so this allows me to journal. Nice, nice, nice. What is this? Oh. On the 625th month of my life. Okay, I see. On the 625th month of my life, I was gazing upon the star of Ses in the sky in the age of Wind Ring. And at the time of my birth, the star began to brighten until it became brighter than the rings themselves. And with a sudden brilliance, it turned the night into day, and I beheld the fire of the Maker. And he spoke to me. And the fire of the Maker left me, and I saw only blackness, because my eyes were blinded, but his words remained. You will wait for a time, and you will watch for a time more, and you will receive the signs of things that have been, and signs of things that will be. And great wisdom will be passed through you so that those who come after you will know that I am the Maker. You will watch for the signs of the builders, for the builders will make great things of Dunny. And Dunny will grow and prosper, but this prosperity is a curse. So the sign of the builders is a curse. You will watch for the signs of the breakers, for the breakers will make nothing of Dunny, and Dunny will die. But this death is a blessing, so the sign of the breakers is a blessing. You will watch for the signs of the grower, for the grower will see the dead tree, and the grower will see the new sprigs, and the grower will prune. The grower will grow the new Dunny, so the sign of the grower is a blessing. And so for 1 day I watched and waited for the signs, but there were none. And so for 4 more days I watched and waited for the signs, but there were none. And so for 20 more days I watched and waited for the signs, but there were none. And so for 100 more days I watched and waited for the signs, but there were none. And so for 600 more days I watched and waited for the signs, but there were none. And I cried out to the Maker, "How long will you make me watch and wait, for I am weary?" And the Maker replied, "You will watch and wait until the signs come, for you are the watcher." And so for 1 more month I watched and waited for the signs, but there were none. And so for 4 more months I watched and waited for the signs, but there were none. And so for 20 more months I watched and waited for the signs, and there were none. And so for 100 more months I watched and waited for the signs, but there were none. And so for 600 more months I watched and waited for the signs, and many years had passed, and I was weary, but still I watched. And at the time of my birth on that final day, as I wait near the cabin of Rolep, a wind blew through the cabin, and my sight was restored. And the first thing I looked upon was the stairs of Rolep, and I climbed to the top and looked out at the great tree of Dunny, and wept. And the Maker spoke these words, "Behold, you have watched for me, and now I will bless you. Today I have given you your sight, and tomorrow you will prosper. I will give you wisdom, but I will keep you from pride. The wisdom I give, you will not understand. It is for those who come. Be humble and write the wisdom that I will show you." And so on the first day the Maker gave me 5 lines of wisdom, and I wrote the first 5 lines in 5 sections, 1 in each section. And so on the second day the Maker gave me 5 more lines of wisdom, and these lines became the second lines of each of the 5 sections. For 125 days the Maker gave me 5 lines of wisdom on each day, and they were added to the sections. And then I rested. And this is how those words of the Maker were given to me. But I know not whether they are signs of things that have been, or signs of things that will be. And these lines I have written so that those who will come after me will know the wisdom of the Maker. Interesting. More journals. There's a lot of these journals. I'm going to not read all of them just yet because this is Path of the Shell content. This is True Dunny content, and this is Uru basic content. I'm going to give you a little bit of an idea of where we are. We are in an age called Relto, and Relto is going to be our new home base for the remainder of the game. This is where we're going to change our clothing. This is where we're going to find new ages that we collect and visit. And this is going to be where our journey begins. There is no more information. I do want to show you something. Ooh, there's something back here. What's back here? We're going to continue to explore Relto a little bit. Relto is a word meaning the high place in Dunny. And it is a home age of sorts, like I said. The unique thing about Relto is that for some reason, every explorer in the caverns has a copy of their own instance of Relto, and it's the only age that does this. It is also the only age, you can see the linking book on my hip, it's the only age that has you able to basically bring the book with you. And I will show you something interesting. What I've done there is called the panic link. And as we know, in Myst, typically you aren't able to link to an age that you are currently in. Relto is different in that regard. That's because Relto was written by Yisha, and Yisha has some interesting weird things that you can do. Now those of you who have played Myst might notice some similarity to some interesting parts of Myst, like this island over here, the trees, the areas that you're supposed, like this area right here, this main area. And that's because Yisha built it to be similar to Myst. She wrote it to be similar to Myst. So Yisha has done some interesting things with the art and her powers. She's got some more interesting powers yet, but we won't be able to really discover that until we actually head on out for the next time. So I am just gonna... I can always access my book, as you can see. We do have a journal to write notes in. I'm not going to be using it super often, but I will be taking photos. If I were to exit now, it would save the game. But until then, I think we're just going to leave it here. So, this has been the Phantom Safety Pin, and we are still on Relto, about to start a new journey. This has been Uru Complete Chronicles. I will see you in the next one.